Hi, this is a video about the Dacia NMAG roof bars that you get on the Dacia NMAG site, obviously. They look like some of the best bars on the market, and they're reasonably priced. I think I paid €130 from there recently, and they arrived kind of promptly. The only thing is, putting them together is a bit finicky and a bit tricky, so I decided to do a little video for some people. Look, this is the finished bar. I only have one, and it's raining here right now, so I can't really hop out of the car. So look, I've one assembled. It's the Turtle can carry model, the locking jaw, you know, but it doesn't come assembled like this, obviously. So what do you get in the box? So in your box you get 4 of these, the clamps, top clamps. These fit onto the bar. It's kind of tricky. You get 4 of these jaws, which are actually bolted to the top clamp, and they're lined by 4 of these. You get another 4 of these guys. These are the top rubbers, and you get 4 of these guys, which are the jaw rubbers, you know. Now when you figure it out, it's quite easy to go together. Anyway, you get 4 hex bolts to hold together, and you get a hex key, you know. As I explained, I've already put one of them together, so I have a full set already in place. I'll just quickly try and show you how to assemble these. So you get this guy here, the top part of the clamp, and you get the top rubber, which is this guy here. He's shaped like that. Now the underside of the top clamp has a load of grooves in the molding process of the plastic. So what you do is you find the molds that fit the rubber like this. It fits in quite well. You push that into place, and that's one half of the top clamp done. So the next step then is to get this guy, the rubber foot obviously, and this guy, the jaw, the underside jaw. There's like a bolt hole, if you can see that, going right up the middle of it. Now there's actually a nut in the center of that, and you're bolting into that. So the side that you want face down is, can you see this? There's one of them has a curve in it. Well, let me see. There's one of the edges has a curve in it, and the other one is the flat edge. It's the flat edge is going to be underside the bar. So again, like the top rubber, there's grooves, and there's grooves in the plastic forming process, so they just cleanly fit into each other like such, and you have yourself the bottom jaw constructed. So we want the 2 of them to kind of come together like this to make the clamp. Okay, that's actually sounds easier than it is. To do that, you get the top clamp and you put in the key, and you open it and you slide this carefully. Now slide it, the locks are a bit light on it, and you have inside that an assembly. Now try not to disturb the yellow parts, because they're for locking the bars. This one here is for the actual screw. There's a screw that you'll tighten later on when you're fitting the bar. And this one here is for actually clipping the bar to the bracket. Try not to disturb that. So the thing to do is get your hex bolt, place the washer on it, and there's 2 holes in the top of this bracket. It's this hole you're going through. So you pop your hex bolt in your hole like that, and then you bring the bottom jaw into position underneath it, with the arch side up obviously, not the rubber foot side, arch side up, and you connect these 2 together with your hex key, like so. Now there's a bit of resistance, but that's okay. It's better for it to be tight than to be too loose. Anyway, don't tighten it all the way, just put it into position. Now you basically have your jaw assembly done. Now again, be very careful with the little plastic pieces on top here, because you're going to need them. At this point you can get the actual bar. Okay, as you see, this is the way you want it to mount. The groove obviously for the rubber strip is going to be on top. Don't try and fit it this way. Anyway, yeah, if you look at it, there is a marking on it. It says front. Now that doesn't mean it's the front bar. that just means it's the front edge of the bar. So there you go, that's the front edge. So you just get your jaw and you carefully, can you see that? You have 2 slots in the bar and you have 2 corresponding male slots here in this bracket. You just gently offer it up and you push till you hear a click. That's it. And you have this adjustment then. The bar will not come back out. There's a way of releasing it, but I don't need to show you that. But the bar will actually not come back out of the bracket. But this is probably the easiest way now to do this. So assemble it like that and do the same on the other side. And what you end up with is a bar that looks like this, and I get to use that line here as one I prepared earlier. Okay, it's the turtle bar. Now, what I would do at that stage, when I have my bar assembled and my jaws in place, I would get the actual lock cover and I would place it back onto the bar, just so that we don't lose the lock or damage it or anything like that. So you have a fitted lock, and just repeat the same for the other bar. Now, I might make a bit of video about fitting this to the car, but it's quite simple. It's just a case of sliding it into position, pulling it out, and then locking it in position, and obviously locking up the jaw there to hold it in position. But this is the most important part, assembling these brackets, because they're quite finicky. And be careful with the locks on them, because if you're releasing the clamp for assembly, you can pull too hard on the lock and pull it right from the plastic assembly underneath. If you can see that, the lock there is, it's quite a cheap lock. But that said, that's all it has to be. It's not actually attaching the bar to the car, it's only making it safe that nobody can come along and loosen it, and take the bar. But that's it, who really does that? Anyway, that's the assembly of the turtle bar set that you get on the Dacia NMAG site for the Dacia Duster. This is a 2022 model, so yep, happy hurling guys with that one.